music works. Tonight, our event starts out on Facebook, but after that, there's only one place to see this pay-per-view action, and that is Spectation Sports. Nashville, Tennessee, are you ready for some action? Oh, you gotta do better than that, Nashville. There's people from out of town that came here. Show them how Nashville does it. Nashville, you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the underground cage, Shai Ring.
All right, Channy, we have got a folk-style wrestling matchup to kick things off, and fans, you can see that QR code will be appearing on your screens throughout the night. Make sure you get over to Spectation Sports after the first two bouts. That will be the place for this one. And real quick, let's run down folk-style wrestling, what it means. It's a little bit different than Greco-Roman wrestling. Leg tacks are allowed. The focus is to get your opponents back to the mat however you can. If you do not achieve a pinfall, this will go to a judge's scorecard. And Channy, as we see Maddie Allen coming out, I understand you've got some more details on this folk-style wrestling contest.
First of all, Dylan, I never thought I'd say I'm this excited to watch a wrestling match. These girls, we have 17-year-old Shai versus 14-year-old Maddie. Their smile, they are so excited. The crowd is into it. We're about to have a folk-style wrestling match in an octagon, and I couldn't be more pumped. From my understanding, this is kind of not like Greco-Roman style. They're going to do 3 rounds. They're going to have the intermission with their corners.
Yep.
They're going to be given the points. There is a mercy rule of 15 points. However, in most wrestling matches, when you go outside the circle, they bring you back. Well, our circle has a fence, so the judges have been, the referee's been informed they will have a 5-second count. So this is going to be interesting. It's new, and I couldn't be more excited.
A historic bout on a historic night, and Jeff Hobbs is going to do the intro.
Scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds. Introducing your first wrestler out of the blue corner. She weighed in at 123.6 pounds. She's representing Blackman Wrestling Club at a Blackman High School. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Shai Ring. And now her opponent, wrestling out of the red corner. She weighed in at 124.6 pounds. She's representing Nashville MMA and McGavick High School. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Maddie Allen. Your referee is David Sachs.
As I said, Channy, it is history because I'll tell you what, this is the first time a folk-style wrestling match has ever taken place in an Aries cage that I can remember, and I know you've got a lot of experience in the MMA world here in Tennessee.
I've never seen it either, and the excitement these girls have, the intensity. I've been seeing Maddie pace around the entire arena for the last couple hours.
We go to the ground immediately. Nice sweep there from Maddie Allen.
Maddie on top. Maddie is from Nashville MMA. She's going into the 10th grade.
And Folkstyle's got its own special referee here as well, so. Shai Ring, 17 years old. Maddie Allen, 14. But right now, Maddie Allen looking very strong.
I talked to Maddie earlier when she was pacing. She was calm, excited. She recently found out this was a wrestling match. She thought she was competing in jiu-jitsu, which she's an orange belt. 3 points for Maddie.
3 points awarded to Maddie Allen here in the early going. Shai Ring going to need to make some adjustments here and get herself back into this one.
And one thing I do know about wrestling, when you get the points, they do start you back in the certain position you left off on.
Right now, score is 5-0.
5-0. 2 points awarded to Allen there before the 3-point award. So she is up 5-zip, as it were.
Yeah, I've honestly just been watching these girls compete. I've not even paid attention to the ref raise his arms, which is signaling the points.
This is one of 2 preliminary bouts streamed on the Spectation Sports Facebook page. The next bout will be a mixed martial arts contest, but right now, folk-style wrestling has taken center stage.
And I just want to give a special shout out to Aries for doing this, because these girls, wrestlers train harder than anybody. I'll die on that hill. And they have to compete in front of 15, 20 people. And the fact that they're getting to compete in front of 300-400 people in a cage is just awesome for the sport.
And the cage is growing. You know, one thing about Nashville traffic on a weekend is no joke, and fans continue to file in. Already a pretty hearty crowd here at Marathon Music Works.
And there is still a line outside the building.
One of the hottest tickets, and you see there Madelyn's corner. She's got Zach Hicks, PFL Zach Hicks, who, well, like I said, PFL's Zach Hicks, Nashville MMA Zach Hicks. He is in action here in just a couple of weeks for PFL, but right now he is focused on Madelyn. What do we got going on here, Channing?
So she tied her hands around and the ref had warned her. This is the second stoppage on that. So they'll reset her. She doesn't lose points, but she has to restart position.
And wrestling referees have got a harder job, I would argue, than just about any other referee.
There is so much that goes involved, from getting the points to seeing the connection of her hands around the back. She cannot do, like, she cannot take her hands all the way around her back, around her, and connect them. You hear the 10 seconds there. This is going to be something new for the girls, too, because their matches, they go until they're over.
Yeah.
And they're not used to going into a corner, but we're about to see a little MMA, a little boxing mixed into this.
Round one. Coaches are coming in just like the boys do. 60 seconds of rest and instruction.
Worlds colliding here, right? As
I love it.
You got wrestling.
I am
you
all
got
for
elements.
trying new stuff, and these girls are excited. The fans are excited. I know Shai, she's got a scholarship for college for wrestling. She's 17 years old. Maddie, again, only 14 going into 10th grade, but at Nashville MMA, she's there all the time. She helps with the kids' jiu-jitsu classes, the kids' kickboxing classes. I go in that gym quite often, Dylan, and every time I'm there, she is in there working out, wrestling. I've actually seen her in the wrestling ring, shadow wrestling.
Yeah.
Not shadow boxing, not shadow sparring, shadow wrestling. This girl is dedicated to the sport. I talked to her earlier this week. She said she grew up loving Ronda Rousey. She's been training jiu-jitsu for 8 years, and I said, what got you into it? Like, you're 14. 8 years ago you got into it? She said her dad's a third-degree black belt in BJJ. He took her to the gym.
Yeah.
She saw Ronda Rousey back in her prime, and that's what she wants to do. She wants to do this. And to say that at 14 is super impressive.
Yeah, and listen, Shai Ring in her own right is a BJJ blue belt at a Blackman Wrestling Club. She's got a little bit of a mountain to climb now. I believe it is a 7-point advantage towards Maddie Allen here as we enter round number 2. Josh Mackey closing the door. Josh Mackey knows his way around this ring. It's great to see him here tonight.
He couldn't close that door quick enough for the girls. They were ready to go before they're not used to a door getting closed on them.
And, hey, a little unexpected treat here. We've got Warrior Home Improvement, Aries Fight Series fighter. It is Greg Hopkins. Greg, you're watching a little folk-style wrestling.
Yeah, I just want to jump in here and kind of explain. Green just got 2 takedowns right now. She's trying to work her over to the back, and y'all realized earlier when they were against the cage and she had near fall and they stopped them, they established that in the rules. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Yeah, we're new to this concept, but between Channy and I, nothing gets biased.
Yeah, well, I'm enjoying it, that's for sure. I know this is a little different. I know how eager these girls are. I'm just loving seeing the competitiveness come out of them.
And Greg, you came out of the wrestling world, right? So you got to love seeing this action here to kick
Oh
off the
yeah,
night.
I absolutely love it. Starting off this underground card right here with wrestling girls on top of that, I love it right here.
Yeah, you got Shai Ring now, who is going to be starting this stoppage here with the superior position. And obviously, she's a little bit behind on points right now. What do you think she's got to do here to get herself back inserted in this one?
So right now we got to watch the locked hands because these girls have been both used to wrestling freestyle. So that's why you've seen the 2 locked hands there. And she got this point. Now she's got some heavy hips there, trying to front a power half. Took the leg out.
Yeah, this is good for Ring.
She's getting near fall right now, so she's definitely going to get points. And she might stack her up because she's got her against the cage right there. She may pin her right there because the way she's stacked, she can't go anywhere. She can't use the cage. Yep, and it's over with.
That's a pinfall win for Shai Ring.
Wow, came from...
Shai trapped Maddie up against the side of the ring, no pun intended, and was able to secure a pinfall.
So would you say, boss, she used the cage in her advantage for that? The cage actually helped her with that one, or no?
The cage is a big advantage in this right here because it's hard to pin somebody, but right there you kind of stall.
Nashville, let them hear ya.
Crazy turn of events there because it was really all Maddie Allen in round 1. But Channy, you touched on what a unique format it is with the the rounds here as a wrestler. That really gave Ring a chance to regroup.
Yeah, and with Ring being a blue belt in jiu-jitsu, and Maddie's been training for 8 years BJJ, I saw a couple times they wanted to go for submissions, and I felt like they probably didn't have to check themselves that they're wrestling, but...
Well, on a night of firsts, the first Nashville Underground here at Marathon Music Works, it is the first ever folk wrestling match, and the win goes to Shai Ring. You can never take it from her. Greg, Channy, I'm throwing it out to Greg Hopkins to make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, Your referee stops this bout at 1 minute and 2 seconds of the second round. Your winner by pinfall, out of the blue corner, Shai Ring.
Quite an ovation there for the Blackman Wrestling Club's fighter.
Shai is 17, Maddie is 14 years
Oh,
old,
man,
and they
that's
had the
awesome.
guts to get in here in front of you and do the dang thing. Give both of these ladies a big round of applause.
And nobody fires up the underground like Jeff Hobbs, and nobody electrified the underground like these two young wrestlers right here. Very excited for what the future holds for those two. You know what? We've got mixed martial arts the rest of the way, gentlemen, and it's going